Hi. Today I want to talk to you about teaching children to honor themselves. So, what do I mean by honor themselves? Um, so, to honor their decisions, it's about building self confidence, it's about building self trust, self esteem, and empowering children to understand that what they think is right, um, and to trust their instincts. It's a difficult one because it requires that you tell them the truth all of the time, that you don't give them some "this will do" as an answer because you're uncomfortable with the truth. Um, and that can be a challenge because children ask about everything. And, but if you don't give them the truth, then they will question themselves. And questioning themselves will lead them not to trust their internal decision making process. We all have a part of us internally that tells us right from wrong or what to do, and I call this intuition. Children have intuition. Why wouldn't they? Just like everybody else. And as they're developing in the early years, they can either develop an intuition that is good or, sorry, well, develop a relationship with their intuition that is good, or develop a relationship with their intuition that is not so good. If they are able to develop a relationship with their intuition that is good, they will make the right decisions for themselves at the right time, and they will learn how to make the right decisions for themselves by trusting their own internal decision making process. If children in their early years are not told the truth, then that part of them inside that tells them this is the truth, this is what you should do, they start to question it. They start to question it because they go to an adult to confirm or look for guidance, and that adult doesn't give them clear guidance that supports their intuition. So that can happen when a child asks a difficult question, or a child fuzzes over, or the answer that's given is a fuzzy answer, or an answer that the adult's uncomfortable with giving. So the one that's sitting in my mind is around things like sex. We always give children fuzzy answers because adults are not comfortable speaking to children about sex and what it is and the mechanics of it. Oh, well, you will give them answers like, oh, well, you have to be married. Only your mommy and daddy can make a baby. And that's not true, right? And they know that, and you know that. An example that I could give recently is my son was playing online, and someone in there was being mean to him, was bullying him. So he blocked them. But I noticed that he'd blocked somebody, and asked him, why have you blocked that person? And he felt like, I could see from reading the expression on his face, he felt like, oh, I've been caught, I've done something wrong. And I said, why have you blocked them? And he's like, oh, I'll unblock them. And I said, no, I'm not asking you to unblock them. I'm asking you why you did it. And he didn't quite understand the question. And after a bit more back and forth, he said, oh, well, they were being mean to me. And I said, okay, good. And he had unblocked them during the process because he thought he had done something wrong. And I said, block the person. If you are ever in a position where you feel someone is not respecting you, someone is not honoring you, then you take yourself out of that position. It doesn't matter who that person is, whether that person is a friend, a stranger, or a family member. If you feel that someone isn't honoring who you are, then you have every right to take yourself out of that situation and take that person out of your life. He was much happier that I supported his decision on that, because he was right. I think it's really important how we support our children and their decisions, because children know what's right. They just need a little bit of support on it. Let me know what you think. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.